Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Zombie Freak 77 here today for Fallout 4 build. I know it's been a little while since I've posted anything on here, probably about a month. Honestly, I got what I like to call builder's block. It's kind of like writer's block where you just can't think of anything to build. And then this coronavirus pandemic happened upon us, and it got me to thinking, what would something like this do in the Commonwealth? I know we already have the radiation. That's you could consider that a pandemic. But what if it was a disease? What if it was something you contracted from eating bloat fly or like raw bloat fly? You know what? And the virus would move on to other people. How would the Commonwealth deal with that? Well, I'll show you how I think the Minutemen would try to tackle the problem. And as we go through this, I'll kind of explain why I don't believe any of the other factions would do anything like this. We're coming up here. I have to do it during the day because nighttime it's so dark and creepy that I don't even want to walk around. See, this is quarantine off limits. Patients have caps ready. So the little backstory behind this is you don't come here unless you know that you're sick, and that would be the doctor in your settlement saying, pardon my little throat clearing there. Your doctor would say, yeah, okay, you do have this. He would run the test, and then he would send you and somebody else with you to here. So when you get here, everything's blocked off. There is a, we'll call it a secretary, maybe. I don't know what the proper word for it is. He's the guy who takes your caps in exchange for looking after the person that you brought. They're put on a wheelchair or on a gurney and they're wheeled out, and we'll deal with them in a minute. But I think the Minutemen would ask for caps because of the severity of it. They're going to be using an entire settlement for a quarantine, and even though they're supposed to have the heart of gold and all that stuff, caps still make the wasteland go around. So that's why I'm saying caps. They have to pay caps. There's a story behind it, and I'll get into it in a little bit. Just bear with me. So while your patient is wheeled off, the other person sits here and they discuss payment. Now, you can pay whatever you want to have it fixed, to get if they can fix it, whatever the pandemic would be, whatever the crisis is. But those who pay more get better treatment, and you'll see that throughout the build. So you come here and you see the do not enter sign. That's where the quarantine people go. Oh, there's a guard coming out of there. We'll deal with that in a minute. And over here you can kind of see a little building. This is where the other people go while they wait for their loved ones or whoever it is to get better, because you have to stay here while they're here. They don't want you to drop somebody off and take off and never come back and get them. It's just not how it goes. So I think we'll go this way first. We'll deal with what it is, because it's basically you either live or you die, unfortunately. In here is just where I'm putting the food. It's all quartered off and you can't get in there. It's all good. So let me think here. You'll come in through here. You're a patient and you're immediately brought back here. Even while your person is dealing with the cap situation, you are brought back here because we don't want you standing around out there. That's not very... Ooh, door goes through the floor. Not good at all. You're brought back here to this cage. You walk in here, and this is where you stay until your cap situation is addressed, because if you don't have caps, there is a way that you can still be treated without caps. We just don't accept trades. That's the only thing. These are a couple of beds from the CVC Dead Wasteland mod. It was out a long time ago and then it came back out. Definitely, if you're into decorating and making stuff look really cool, that's the one you want. There are mats around here that make people look woozy, but you know, NPCs in this game, they kind of suck. If you try to leave here before your cap situation is dealt with, the second that you leave here, this guard or this guard will shoot you. You are not allowed to leave. Even if you have to pee, go pee in a corner. If you're a woman and you gotta squat, I'm sorry. Don't do it up here, because then it trickles down and it's just gross. So gross. Once your situation is dealt with, the doctor comes and gets you. From here, this is the doctor's office. Just a little, you know, couldn't get rid of that, so I left it in there, but... Oh, okay. Doors close fast. Yeah, there's a bunch of medical books on here, medical supplies, whatnot. I said that CVC Wasteland's got some good stuff. Okay, so let's see. Sorry, I didn't think this through first before I recorded it. I knew if I tried to, I would screw it up anyway. So I'm just kind of winging it. So there are two different restricted areas. This one is for people who haven't paid the most. You come back here, and there's a place for the doctor to wash their hands, because I know I've been in hospitals enough that you have to wash your hands constantly, especially with a pandemic and everybody in here, you're going to want to wash your hands. It seems like common sense, but you know, people. Alright, so you come in here and everybody's been cornered off. Everybody's been put in their own little space. How about that? All their medical equipment's in there. I didn't want to make it look too OCD-ish, I guess, where everything is like there's a bed in a certain spot and then the divider. I don't think it would be like that, because this is not something that's constant. Like, this is a pandemic, it happened. What are we going to do? Okay, we'll clear out this settlement, we'll put everybody there. That's how you could have a different opinion, that's fine, but that's how I think it would go. But yeah, there's nothing special in here. They don't want to, you don't have to dress it up or anything. Just normal. Now, for the people that paid the most, I think the top two payers get a little bit of a different experience. They do have tables, radios, televisions, where it's the 24/7 please stand by channel. You know, nothing wrong with that. And they also have this nice little backdrop to just kind of remind them that they're not in the shithole that is Sunshine Tidings Co-op. It just gives them a little bit of a feel of what it was like way back when. This was in the CVC Dead Wasteland mod as well. So the doctors work on you, and you either live or you pass. I really have a hard time saying that, and I should clarify that right now. I'm not advocating, obviously, for pandemics. I'm not trying to make fun of it or anything. I honestly thought, well, what would happen if the wasteland had to deal with it? Pretty sure the railroad would tell them, if you're not a synth, we don't care. This is just a little work area. I built this before. It was supposed to be something different, but it ended up just becoming that. And the Brotherhood of Steel and Institute would just kill you. They wouldn't hesitate. So that's why I stuck with the Minutemen. So back here is where the doctors are. Let's first, this this is just me. Every build that I have has to have some kind of a bathroom or something. These are showers. You're definitely going to want to do that frequently with the pandemic. And then there's 2 toilets. I think I placed the toilets without looking. Oh no, I was definitely looking. There's no way I got it that good. Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember. Honest to God. Sometimes I build and then like 10 minutes later I realize, holy crap, I've been building for 20 minutes. I have no idea what I built. It happens. Water tower is here. This place here is the doctor's house. It's just their bunks. I made it look like they don't plan on sticking around, so there isn't a lot in here. There's enough to make you fall asleep comfortably. A place to put your clothes and a place to have a meal if need be. I just felt that was necessary to put in. Don't look over there yet. This is going to give you a little bit of a hint of what's coming up a little later. This is where they build coffins. Because some people live, some people do not. So in line with that, if somebody survives, recovers, they're free to go. Their story is done. But there are those that do not, unfortunately, make it. And so you have a couple options. If you paid a high amount of money, you can have your loved ones buried. There is just give me 1 second here. There is a little funeral, funeral chapel where you can come in and pay your respects. There's, I don't know, Bob. Bob lost it. Lost his head too. Huh. They need to put mannequin heads in this game. I'm sure they're somewhere. These are the bodies brought over. So yeah, you can build the coffins here, and you can either take them home or you can have them buried here. There's a couple already buried here. I gotta beat the door. Yeah, I gotta beat the door. It's just a power thing. Lots of guard towers around here. There's a guard tower up here with one of them sleeping down below. There's a little bed in there. But once again, NPCs, you can put them in a place like that guy. He does his job, but none of the other ones do. I think there's like 15 people here. None of them want to do their jobs. So the other option, if you did not pay enough caps, or any caps at all, the bodies are brought back here. So they're brought here, and they are put in a pile and burned. Which, yes, sadistic, whatever, but that would be a reality in the Commonwealth. And pay no attention to the wooden wall that's obviously going to catch on fire. Somebody wasn't thinking. But with the smell from this coming out, it would attract some wild animals. That's why this chair's here with some ammo. The hunter will come out and bring his gun, get some shots in. So they are, it sounds kind of cruel, but they are using it to their advantage to attract animals. And it is working, because there's a dead death claw just on the other side of this that we'll see. I'll show you a little later. There's another guard post up there that nobody likes to use. So yeah, it's either, if you paid enough, we can do the funeral for you. If you paid enough and you don't want to have the funeral, that's fine too. Sometimes they'll pay a lot if it was like the leader of a settlement. They'll pay to have the body brought back, because I don't know, what do you call that? Memories? I don't know. What else is back here? I think I just there's another, this is a cool little post. Again, CVC. Oh, that's back there. This is the lab where the doctors work on the vaccine. They're trying to extract stuff from other mutations, pandemics, obviously, that created problems for people. That's a glowing ghoul. They're working on the bodies here. Some dead mole rats, I believe. Yep, that's ooh. Man, why is that so shiny? It's all wet. It's gross. Back here, this is like for cold storage of vaccines or blood or whatever. They don't put your lunch in there, that's for sure. Just a typical lab. Didn't want to do anything too crazy because, like I said, this was just thrown together. They do have cubicles with computers where they relay messages to other settlements because computers work in the wasteland that I have. Cause that's the reason why. Some more medical stuff there. Blah blah blah. Robo-brains. Hey, Robo-brains. Wouldn't have that if we didn't do the Mechanist thing. And a cute little Mirelurk Queen statue. Still creeps me out. I hate spiders. That creeps me out. So yeah, that is the quarantined side of the build. Sorry, I had to scratch my nose there. Couple dumpsters back here. Hey man, anybody try to escape today? Huh? Oh yeah, no problem.
I was glad to help out.
I can't argue with your timing.
That's my son's idea for my name.
Anyway,
I usually just say, so should my name be this game? And he'll... This time he said Carlos Spicy Wiener, and I said okay. So, let's get into the part where the other person that's with you has to... Ma'am, if you... Thank you very much. So you're done over here. You've paid... let's say you haven't paid any caps. They say, okay, there is a way for you to help out. All we need you to do is work while you're here on certain different tasks, and we'll do the work on your loved one. Because a lot of people, there aren't a lot of wealthy people in the Commonwealth. Obviously, Sanctuary would be, because if you play the game it's supposed to be, where that's... Oh no, I guess not really Sanctuary. Anywhere that you have like a lot of bars or gambling or something, that's... My point is that there's not a lot of rich people in the Commonwealth. So, you can't pay. Alright. So you'll come through here, and if you don't pay, this is where you stay. I haven't thought of a really good name for it. I was going to call it Skid Row, because in real life, in the real Skid Row, there's just tents all along the sidewalks. But, I don't know. Tent row? Can't pay row? Sure, why not? And it's just a bed. A couple chairs. That's actually a bed here. It's a chair bed. Ooh. A lot of CVC stuff in here. There's an IKEA bed. In case you're wondering, oh yeah, this is a bed too. Yeah, it's kind of neat. If you do pay, and you can pay, there are 5 rooms in here. We're not going to go inside because I didn't decorate anything. Well, it doesn't mean we can't go inside. I do like the fact that I have a working elevator for it. But yeah, the rooms are empty, and when you've built as many freaking apartments, buildings, and houses as I have, you don't have any imagination left. It's always the same thing over and over again. That's why I look to you guys out there that put out other Fallout 4 content. I go, hey, this would be a great idea, and then we inspire each other. It's a great idea. So, if you live here, or if you're bunked up, shacked up here, you can do whatever you want throughout the day. You don't have to do anything because you've paid. If you haven't paid, you come through here, and you are given a number of choices. The first one is the scrapyard. You can see these are scavenging stations. I don't have... Of course nobody's here when I'm recording. You bunch of... These things are stripped down and used for selling or building if they need it. If they don't, then we sell it. That's how you can help with that. Up here is, I'm going to just call it the lumber yard. Yes, there's a little puppy there who's still freaking out because there is a death claw that I totally forgot to show you. You're okay, puppy. You're okay. Unfortunately, I can't pet him. It looks like he doesn't really want it. It looks like he's injured. Oh, man. I hope I can maybe stim pack you or something. It has a cool little house here. It's quite nice. You should go to sleep. You're freaking me out. And yeah, this is, of course, made into wood planks. Brought back here, worked on. Yeah. This is basically just me using the CVC decorations as much as I can. They have more construction stuff. That was hard to say. So that mixed in with the Woody's Wasteland mod is actually really nice. Here, I made it look like there used to be buildings here, and they were ruined and they're on fire. Because I didn't know what to do with this part. And I didn't want to bring this all the way down here because it made it look weird. Let's see, there's something back here. Can't remember. Oh yeah, there's little invisible guard things to watch people as they work. You need protection, but they also want to make sure that you're not ripping them off, saying that you're working and you're not really working. And oh, look at that funness right there. I didn't even notice that. I'm gonna have to fix that. And Deathclaw. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, shut up. Eat it. There we go. Yeah, this guy was here just before I started recording. Yeah, he's on the wrong side from where the dead bodies are burning, but, you know, smell spreads. It travels. You also have the option of doing the gardening as a thing here. I have a whole bunch of mut fruit back here. Mute fruit. Mutated fruit. Mute fruit. My son and I always have an argument as to what that's called, how you pronounce it. So you can do these things for them, and in exchange for looking after your loved ones. They're quite nice. So you have to eat. That's also included in your itinerary. Is that what you call it? For the day. When you're done, you can go and have a bite to eat and drink. Just, you know, there's the bathrooms. Only 2 of them. So eat light. I did make a little path going up through here for the people that are unable to pay. They can come up here, and it's a buffet style. They have the food out. You can go up and grab your own food. Go sit down, have a bite. I didn't decorate in here too much. I put some food in here, but after about a half an hour of trying to get them right, I just said, you know what? They can use their imagination. So, use your imagination. This is a person giving out some drinks. There are some things that they have to control. Out here is where the meat's brought. There's some Deathclaw meat. I don't think that's a Deathclaw. I probably have it somewhere. I don't know. One of those. Sure, why not? And the meals are prepared and cooked over here, and that's when they bring them in here. And also, if you want to, you can go over here if there's any kind of problem, or you're feeling like maybe you want to give somebody in quarantine a meal, you know, something like that. You're feeling good-hearted because you are kind of part of the Minutemen if you're here, so you can throw somebody some food if you want. There shouldn't be anybody in there that you know, but you know, some people are like that. I actually just wanted to have a little lookout and do that, but I needed a story for it, so That's what it is. Man, I really botched this time. I think I was just excited that I actually had an idea and I could build something. It's quite nice. Oh, there's somebody sleeping in there, by the way. I'll do this thing. So we can fly up and take a look around. Let's go to the entrance and we'll just kind of see. It looks a lot bigger than it actually feels. Yeah, I should have put more rocks behind there instead. Next time. Because I have the Settlement Borders Extended mod, this territory actually goes all the way out to here. I don't remember if this is in it or not. It's either right behind it or right in front of it. And it goes around to the water towers just behind them. And it goes all the way down to the water here. And I could have built some more stuff out there, but I don't think it would have looked as good if it was spread out more. I like kind of having it all enclosed and in little sections. But that is my pandemic quarantine settlement. Let me know what you thought in the comments, what you think I maybe missed, if there was something that that could have been added. Just so everybody knows, I'm not using the pandemic to make any kind of money. I only have 94 subscribers when I'm making this. I ain't getting no money at all, and I would not do something like that. So if I ever become super famous, I'll just demonetize this one. Yeah, it won't happen, but you know, we'll try. Until next time, which I don't know when that'll be. I do have a couple more builds that I'm working on. The Brotherhood of Steel castle build is probably going to be next. I'd say probably 30% done it now. But yeah, it's on the way. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.